Hello YouTube and welcome to Standcast Reel. So I'm trying to improve my videos that I've been putting up. I'm running Light Dow LD 4000 cameras. They don't pick up audio real good, so I'm hoping that you can hear this clear enough. We're fishing today on the Columbia River out of Irrigon, Oregon. We're fishing for walleye. I've got an 1.5 ounce bottom walker and a worm harness on there. The worm harness is made by Max Lure. We're using Berkeley Gulp night crawlers. You can get them at Walmart, Bi-Mart, just about any sporting goods store. I like the Gulp products. Night crawlers are fantastic. We usually use, regular night crawlers for walleye fishing. However, you got to keep them on ice. So you've got to have, ice in the boat, and every time you get a bite, basically, if you don't hook the fish, fishing in the Columbia, we've got a lot of bass, a lot of little bass that'll come up and they'll peck the tail off your worm. So by using these, I can get a few strikes out of them before I have to readjust them, not necessarily change them. Usually I can catch a few fish before they get so tore up they won't stay on, just like any of your other plastics. But they have that scent factor as well. Stick with us and let's see if we can't catch some fish. Got grass already. It's late July. The grass in this river, it gets pretty bad. We're picking it up on a regular basis, especially in the shallower water. It's a little cloudy today, so I'm starting about 25 foot of water. And that grass is just, it's everywhere. On this particular drift, there's pretty high current, so we're running a little faster than we might be normally. We're using the trolling motor more to keep us straight than to actually pull us downriver. I think we're probably, I don't have an actual speedometer on this particular boat, but I think we're probably running somewhere between 1.5 and 1.8 miles an hour, which it seems to work on this drift pretty well. So I have hopes that we will catch fish. So one thing while you're walleye fishing, especially in the Columbia, is the little bass will cause you to question your sanity. They come up, they short bite, peck the crap out of your worm. If you're using real worms, they just constantly steal them. It's a nightmare. So there's no getting around it. I try and run my hook closer to the tail if I can. Some guys run a trailer hook, which is fine. For me, it's just one more thing to get snagged up. But these little bass all the way down through here so far, this is, the first drift, and they've just been beating the crap out of it, but they're not taking it. They're short biting the end of that tail, causing me great grief here. So I hooked up on the bottom. Rather than turn around and go up and get it, it broke off. So switching it up, I'm getting rid of the spinner. We'll see how well it works. Still with the Berkeley Gulp night crawler. Just a regular color. I've got some chartreuse as well that I may try a little later if I don't do any good on this. We got an 1.5 ounce bottom marker back on there. Get back in the water. See if we can keep this one off the rocks. And one thing about walleye fishing is the walleye are on the bottom of the river. So you want to maintain contact with the bottom of the river. Not necessarily dragging your bait, but you'll notice that these bottom walkers, they've got a long wire and a weight. So you want the bottom of that wire just pecking the bottom. Just, you want to feel it peck, peck, peck as it goes down through. So that's what we're working on, and unfortunately, because of that, you run into some bigger rocks, you run into some structure, and you will snag up on occasion. And there we go. Just a plain mustad slow death hook. I think it's a bass. It's coming up towards the top, but it's a fish. It's a start. Not a huge bass, but it fought well. We can get this hook out of it now. Okay. And there you go. First fish of the day. Like I said, not huge, but it was fun. So we'll see. I think I'm going to give this a shot. We got the Max Lure wedding ring. This red and silver is one of my favorite walleye fishing rigs. The hooks that come on it are too small for what I'm doing with them, so we'll change the hook out, put on a Mustad slow death hook. I like them. They're not super stout. I've had catfish and whatnot straighten them out, but they work pretty good and caught a lot of fish on them. Well, that was quick. Another bass coming up. Nope, going back down. A little nicer one, it looks like, maybe. Still not huge. Still not what we're looking for. But we're gaining in size. That's a good thing. Of course, he swallowed it. And we got a fish. Hit it like crazy. Went all weird. Not fighting real hard. Not sure what it is. Oh, and it came off. There you go. Them's the breaks, eh? Brand new hook. Brand new hook. And the fish came off. Don't know. Don't know. That's why they call it fishing though, right? Give it another shot. Red and silver Max Lure wedding ring with a slow death hook. Keep losing fish, I'll be putting a different hook on it. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, we got another one. See if we can get a little better hook set on him this time. I'm pretty sure that's a walleye. Guess we'll find out in a minute, huh? Go ahead and grab the net over here. I don't think it's huge. I'm pretty sure it's a walleye. I'm hoping it's a walleye. 46 foot of water. Doesn't appear to be a whole lot here. That's the second fish in not very long amount of time. I think we found him. That's a walleye. Sure enough, not big, but not bad. It's a good pan fryer. About the same size, if I had to guess, as the one that I lost. Pulled about the same. Kind of small-ish. Whoa, hey. So, kind of smallish, but good eater size. So, that's what we're after. Food on the table, man. Got a bass, little guy. That one didn't come off, by golly. I think it's a bass, but it didn't come off. Oh, by golly, it's a walleye. I do that net. I had to solve a big part of our problem, although it fell right out of his mouth when he hit the net, so I don't know. A little nicer than the last one. You can sit there for a minute. They're getting smaller. There we go. There was definitely a stack of fish sitting in there. 23, 24 feet. It's a walleye. I figure out what I did with my net. Hopefully I got a decent hook set on this one. Still marking a fish, so we're gonna get this guy off of here rather quickly. Well, hell, so much for quick, but we're marking lots more fish here. So we need to get our bait back in the water. Can't catch them if we're not in the water, right? "24, 25 feet. Right where the last one was sitting. Again, not a monster, but good eaters.